Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to MYC, or if you're new here, welcome. This is Satini, and today I'm joined by a new podcaster. Woo! Can you introduce yourself?
Hi everyone, I'm Rubina and I'm very pleased to be in here and I really
She's a little bit nervous. This is her first time, but
yeah.
I'm glad that we can finally do this together. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Since you are new here, can you just introduce yourself for us?
I'm doing a placement over here and I'm
Mm-hmm.
a placement student, so it has been a week and I really like this place because there are a lot of fun people and I can basically see every students, and because I have my online classes before and I hadn't had a chance to meet a lot of people.
Yeah.
Now this is a place where I feel like I'm going back to school and
Uh,
I'm having a leisure period where I can talk and do anything and then work and same
yeah.
time learn so much and so much from so many persons. So yeah, I'm really liking it.
No, that's good. Wait, and it's only been a week?
Yeah. It's
Really?
about, yeah, it's a week. It has been a week.
Wow, I feel like you've been here for ages.
You can call me that because live nearby. It's
Mm.
been like I just live around the corner of the Maryland, so
Oh, wow.
yeah.
Damn, yeah, honestly, like, to me, oh, jeez. Don't worry about this background sounds. It's really, really hot, so we have to open the windows. But, wow, yeah, I feel like I've known you for a very long time
Oh,
now.
that's good.
Yeah, well, it just kind of shows the person that you are, so.
uh,
Oh yeah, and also any interesting facts? Like, are you into music or?
Oh yeah, I like a lot any kind of music. Like
Yeah.
I find it a way to get connected to people. Like
Mm.
I might have like a couple of questions when I first ask, like when I meet a new person to get the things started a
Yeah.
conversation, and then there is a question of like, what kind of music do you listen
Yeah.
to get connected?
Yeah. So, what
Yeah,
kind of music do you listen
I
to?
listen to all kind of music, like
Yeah.
from country to everything, folk, everything.
Really?
Yeah,
I'm like that.
really.
Yeah, because it's really hard, and I'm telling you, people be sleeping on country music.
But it's so
There are
smart.
some jams out there. Like,
I
I
do.
think there's a good song in every category. So.
Yeah, because it
Wow.
depends on the mood and weather and
Yeah.
all thing. Like I just don't have particular type. It's just
Yeah.
like, oh, I felt like country today. Oh, I felt
Yeah.
like jazz, or
Wow. Oh my.
anything.
See, this is why we click. I love that. OMG. But anyways, I guess moving forward, thank you for joining us today. But as
Thank
you
you for
can
having
see,
me.
thank you. So as you can see by the title, basically today we'll be answering a question that was provided by one of the young people. So thank you, and it is how to develop your identity. So very good question. Um, so yeah, in today's episode, we'll be exploring on how to develop your identity, and it's a lifelong process. Some of us, even into our 20s or 30s or whatever, we're still trying to find out who we are and all those type of things about us. And it's a journey full of self-discovery, self-reflection, and personal growth. So we'll discuss all the thoughts, the energy, and the daily habits that shape who we are.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and I do believe it. Like when we explore and when we are put into circumstances, new circumstances,
Mm.
it might be tough or rough or any like soothing circumstances, but it does smoothen you or helps you find your new identity, what your true,
Mm-hmm.
like you can find your new true self.
Mm.
Like if I talk about myself, if you have seen me back in like past 2 years,
Yeah.
I wasn't the same because I was a totally different person, and when I came here I was by myself, and
Mm.
I came to find out like I can do much more better, and I didn't know I had so much potential or so much of hidden thing in myself. So yeah, when I think life teaches by time
Mm.
we can learn, and I explore more about ourselves and our
Absolutely.
identity. Yeah.
Mm. Because when you grow up and depending if like you have a family and stuff, you're brought up a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
So then when you finally get the opportunity to step out of that bubble and be more independent and go out, meet new friends and have all these new experiences, then that's when it's like you find a different side of yourself, like you didn't even know it was there.
Yeah, I do
So
agree.
yeah, so
Yeah.
I think definitely what you said, like finding new things about yourself and finding out who you are as a person will be, like I mentioned, a lifelong process that will probably never stop. And yeah,
Yeah,
you'll
it
discover
just
something new every day.
yeah, it's not like we finish. Oh, I learned about myself. It's that's it. I know all about myself.
Yeah,
It's not like that because
yeah,
when you meet someone, that person will makes you open up about yourself, and that
exactly.
person too. You'll learn about somebody new person,
Mhm.
and you'll have a different perspective about a thing. Like, how does that person see a certain thing can make you rethink how you think about that thing,
Mhm.
if you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, for sure. Our thoughts and feelings and opinions and values and beliefs change all the time.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, definitely. I
Yeah,
agree.
and when
Mm.
you talked about like different background, when you like, when like about the time like different brought up and all, yeah, what I found in the difference like brought up in case of family background and brought up, like in my nationality, we stay till we get married and we have our
Oh,
grandkids and like
same.
we like sometimes we get overshadowed by our parents and grandparents' identity. Like we have to maintain their identity
Yeah.
and hide our own identity.
Mhm.
Over here, everyone's like from at the like after some year like some age they are so aware like okay I want to do this and I have to do this, I want to do this. They are
Mhm.
somewhat bit clear, but you know like the I do believe like the parents like families brought up does make a big difference to find and help our own true self.
Mhm. No, well said. So true, so true. But yeah, moving on from everything. Well, I guess not moving on, but like more to that. Um, like we said, it's about developing your identity and your different thoughts and the energy you project into the world, but it's more about the daily habits and routines that contribute to the improvement of our lifestyle and mindset. So I guess today me and Rubina is going to dive into some key elements of identity development for you guys. So what's the first thing?
I think for me, the first thing is you need to try and learn new experiences.
Mm-hmm.
But because when you do that, you get to see a part of yourself that you have never noticed, and in a sense, like if you join any new club, sports club, or anything that you want to learn, like you might find yourself like that if you had not joined before you might find now that oh you're a bit competitive in the nature or you are willing to learn more things. So when you start a new experience or be open to learning and exploring, I think that's when you find more about yourself.
Mm-hmm, for sure. And then it is one of the most effective ways to, I guess, broaden your understanding of the world because unless you try something out, then you're not going to know how it is or like
Mm-hmm.
whether you enjoy it or not. And by engaging in these kind of new experiences, that's when you can meet different people with different backgrounds, cultures, perspectives, and this will also allow you to challenge your own beliefs and your own values, like we spoke about before, like um, being sheltered and influenced by everyone else around you instead of having your own personal beliefs and values.
Yeah.
And I guess to also seek out new opportunities and experiences, you can, I don't know, go traveling, maybe
Mm-hmm.
volunteer, participate in different cultural activities in your local area, searching something online.
Yeah, because when we have a lot of cultural difference, we learn to respect each other cultural difference, and we learn a lot of new things.
Mhm.
Like if I become specific and then talk about a particular religion,
Yeah.
like when we like in our religion, I'm from Hindu, I'm Hindu religion. So in our belief, like when somebody's husband died or somebody, like we believe in wearing white, but here is totally different on Christian. Like if they're getting married, they're wearing a white, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it just make a big difference. Like we learn like new things and we learn to accept it because in our people like women, generally the older women they say like don't wear white. If there is a woman married woman, they prefer like don't wear white.
Mm.
Why are you wearing? Is your husband dead? They will project
Yeah.
like they will throw a harsh comment on it. But
Yeah.
yeah, now that the society has grown up and like
Yeah.
it has been vast due to social media and we can see all of that. Now that we've learned to accept accepted.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, even our, you know what, even in our weddings and nowadays, people have started choosing their own color for their wedding
Yeah,
dress,
yeah,
because
yeah.
before it was not a thing.
Yeah, yeah,
We
yeah.
have to wear red in a wedding
Mm-hmm.
dress. Yeah,
Wow.
so we like, if we learn, if we get if we go on a diverse area and be willing to learn about and accept all this value and
Mm-hmm.
belief, that's when we can think back and like, oh, it doesn't have to be the same all the time. We can accept new changes, and
Mm.
it doesn't even do any harm to us.
Yeah. Ooh. Well said again. Oh, you're so good at this.
Oh,
I love that. And I learned something
thanks.
new. So I'm sure most people learned something new from that. Wow. The
Mm-hmm.
white. No, that's
Because it was new
interesting.
for me too before, yeah,
Yeah.
and then it was hard to accept, by the way, at first, like, because
Mm.
oh, no, I don't think I can wear white,
Yeah.
or like what. I'm not saying that I'm married, but
Yeah.
I because people would say that.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it was hard to accept at first, but now that I've come here, and then like there everything and anything I can see and I can
Mm.
learn and I can observe. That's what made me open minded, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's cool.
Mhm.
That's really good. But yeah, what were we on about? Oh yeah, another point.
Yeah.
So another point to kind of help, I guess, with identity development is setting the foundation of patience and honesty. So when we go on this journey of developing your identity, we have to be patient and honest with ourselves, right?
Yeah.
Because being patient with yourself as you navigate through life, which is very hard. Life
Yeah.
is very hard.
Yeah,
Um,
because when there will be a time you'll feel so down and low,
yeah.
and then if you just stay honest with yourself and just believe on yourself that there will be a good days and
Mm-hmm.
you can do better, and if you
Yeah.
stay on the positive side of the end, you will make it to the end, like positive end.
Mm-hmm.
But if you stay on a negative end and then you degrade it, that's when you feel lost on your own identity.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And just being honest and patient in general is really good because if you're patient with your journey and
Mhm.
then you're honest with yourself, then that's when you can really
Be
be the real
confident.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, be confident, be the real you. And then, um, yeah, and then having that honesty within yourself creates that genuine and authentic identity where you're not trying to be someone else you're not,
Yeah.
and then not betraying an image that's influenced upon you.
Yeah.
And as we said, like, could be family, culture, all that stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, when you talked about that authenticity, like, because when we try to be someone we're not, it's very hard to breathe in there,
Yeah.
and then we feel suffocating, and we just downgrade ourselves, and we just demotivate ourselves. So if we try to stay as who we are and stay on the positive side, and if we become honest with ourselves and stay patient with that, then that's where we can maybe find our true self and be genuine to anyone and to ourselves, genuine to
Mm-hmm.
ourselves. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. But yeah. Do you have anything else? Another key thing that they should focus on?
What I believe is like when we choose our circles or network, like inner circle, that's
Mm-hmm.
also matters to define our identity. Like if you have a circle of a friend, close friend, or people like who likes passing a harsh comment, or
Yeah.
maybe like say things that doesn't want makes you look bad, and when you go back and at your home and you look back and you feel bad at it, but when you if opposite side, when you surround yourself with a positive people who pass positive comment, that's when you feel better, and then you will have a chance to grow more.
Mm.
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. It is so important to, like you mentioned, to surround yourself with positive people
Mm-hmm.
because I think in that way you'll be able to grow more as well because they'll just encourage you, give you honest feedback, and then within that, then you'll feel that sense of belonging as well,
Yeah,
which
that's
I
so
think
true.
is one of the biggest things that people want to feel when they're
Real,
trying
they
to
want to feel.
find out their identity, like
Yeah.
who we are and stuff. Like, where do I belong?
Yeah.
You know, I'm just hanging with these people just because, but I don't feel like,
Disconnected
these are,
kind of.
yes,
Oh yeah.
exactly.
Oh.
Like, the connection's not really there
Yeah.
because that's not who I am.
Mm-hmm.
But
We're
then
just
why am I
trying to
still,
force ourselves to be
yeah,
fit in there, but
yeah.
we're still not
Like,
good.
why am I here with them?
Yeah.
Just because I
Mm-hmm.
just exist, but I'm not actually in that moment with them, and
Mm-hmm.
that having that connection. So
Yeah,
no,
it
that's
is
very
okay to choose your own circle
yeah,
and be selective about it because
yeah, for
it's your
sure.
life in the end, how you make it and how
Mm,
you want to present to yourself or to others. So,
yeah.
yeah, I think yeah, we should be selective about it.
And moving and with that, like I think it's easier said than done, but people come and go all the
Yeah,
time,
you
and
know what?
like
It was so hard for me to accept about that because
yeah,
when I was back at my home, I thought like when I made a friend, I used to be so conservative. I was to be so sensitive about it. Like I don't want to lose that friend. I don't want to
yeah,
lose that friend. And my parents used to say, "It's okay. People will come and go." And it was like, "No, why would you say that about
yeah,
my
yeah,
friend?"
yeah,
But now when I came here, I make friends. Yeah, it's easy
yeah,
to make friends, and the friends over there, I make friends. They go away. We go out a separate path. When we
mm,
meet, we talk. Yeah,
yeah,
that's okay. I have.
mm,
It took me so long to accept that. Yeah,
yeah.
the people come and go. We have to accept it sooner or later. We have
Yeah,
to
whether
accept
you
it.
like it or not, it's true, and it's
Yeah,
good that you finally learned that lesson because
yeah.
some people that's a lesson that some people will never be able to really like comprehend and like
Mm.
understand that, people come and go, and I think one of the ways to look at it is just thinking like every person that has come into your life and then left, there's a lesson
Yeah.
to that person. Like
Mm.
whether it's like, I shouldn't have been clingy with them because they didn't care that I was working hard to, I don't know, start my business. And then that lesson could be, just like putting in the same time and energy into someone that would do the same to you.
Mm.
Yeah. So yeah.
I heard in somewhere, I'm not sure about the statement, like clear statement, but who we are today is a pieces of people that we have made. Like it's kind of a thing, like
Oh,
something like that. I'm not like exact,
I know
but
what you
yeah,
mean. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. We do learn something from someone, like everything, like from we made, and we do it's always to take what we want from that person,
Yeah.
like what we want to take from that person. Yeah, so I think like where it's better, it's good that we meet a lot of people, and it might be sad at some point, like
Yeah,
we
for
people
sure.
go when people are going away and when don't have a connection, but there is a good side of it that you have a chance to make a new connection, meet
Mhm.
a new people, learn
Yeah.
more.
No, for sure. Like the way and like you said, the way you were 2 years ago wasn't the same person you are
Yeah,
today. And that's
definitely
just
not.
with me too. Like at school, thinking back, oh my gosh, like 50 years ago now. But like thinking back at school, for the most part, I was quiet and stuff because that's just who I am, right? But because I had a lot of extroverted friends, like louder friends and all that stuff, that's when that side of me would come out.
Mm.
Like, and people would be like, oh, she's not so quiet after all. So I think it's the same thing how you said, like, different people will bring out different parts of you,
Yeah.
and it's not to say that you're this or that. You can be just a very well-rounded person. You could be very outgoing at one time, you can be very quiet at one
Yeah.
time, you can be very mean at one time,
Yeah, you
you
don't
can
have
be
to
super
choose.
nice at one.
Yeah,
So
we don't even have to stay on the same pace of characteristics. Like,
yeah,
I want to be introvert. I'm introverted person, so I can't talk. It depends on the time. It
yeah,
depends
yeah.
on the situation. But
Mhm.
sometimes you just become so extroverted. Like, a situation makes you that way, or time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it doesn't have to be a specific characteristics. Like
Mhm.
what I
Yeah.
think is like,
No,
what I
true.
meant. Yeah.
And that's just like this whole podcast is about
Yeah.
identity. You can be whatever and everything.
Mm.
So
What it feels like what you feel safe in, like when you are when you feel like you're not faking it, you're being yourself, you're being genuine to yourself,
mhm.
and like you are happy being you, like
Yeah.
you're not concerned like, oh, what would he say if I so like if I say this, if I say what I believe, like
Mhm.
when you are self-aware about yourself, I think that's when you can be more confident about your identity and you can express it
Absolutely.
to the
Yes,
world
yes.
too.
No.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I'm really liking this
Yeah,
conversation.
me
Yeah,
too.
it's so good. Um yeah, do you have anything else to mention or
Um, I think, um, yeah, I think there is one more point. Like when we have a self reflection,
Oh
that's
yes.
that's when we like we make a major upgrades on identifying our, like, it's not like identifying our identity, but like we make a more closer connection with ourselves.
Yeah. No, for
Like
sure.
when we are self alone, it doesn't have to be sad when you are alone, or like you don't have to be scared, or like, oh, I need to make friend because everybody has a company. It doesn't have to be that, because if you're alone, you get to explore more about yourself, more that you get to know what you like, what you don't like. And when you become so sure about yourself, people will learn to not step over your boundaries, and then
Yes.
you'll get stick to your identity more and more.
No, for sure. And then, yeah, it's, I think reflection or self-reflection in that um, is very important, like you said, in knowing what values you have, your own beliefs, how you want to, I guess, run your own life.
Yeah.
And then I think setting these things for yourself can allow you to make informed judgments and decisions, like you said, setting your own boundaries, which is very important. And then so a way to, I guess, self reflect can be journaling. I think a lot of people are into that. Writing down your thoughts, your feelings,
It is
experiences.
actually so soothing when you start writing down what you feel.
Yeah,
Like,
like, no, yeah.
yeah. When you are angry and you don't want to express it to that person, you can just take a pen and write it down,
Mm-hmm.
say what you want to say, or you can just look up to the mirror and imagine that person is like what I do. Is
Yeah,
that
yeah.
like what I'm saying is like, when I get so angry, sometimes what happens, like, there would be a moment when some people would say a mean thing to me or things that I don't like, and
Yeah.
I don't reply back at that time. And but I wanted to, but I didn't want. I chose not to reply back. But when I come back, I go at my home and look at the mirror and just
Yeah.
like imagine that person is in it.
Yeah.
I say what I wanted to say. I throw my anger over there, and
Yeah.
when I go back next day, I say hi and hello and just
Yeah.
start with the casual thing, and just
Yeah.
no any emotions hold up anything,
Yeah.
no bottling of any emotions.
Yeah, there's different ways.
Yeah,
Like journaling, talking to the mirror, painting,
yeah,
what else? Going for a run, just or going for a walk. Like just taking moments to yourself is very important,
yeah.
especially in such a busy world.
Mm.
Yeah.
Life
And
is actually very busy.
yeah,
Oh, we are.
very.
Yeah.
So
Nobody has time for anything.
I know, and I think that's the important message, right? Just
Yeah.
to make, like, whatever you have to do, make that time for yourself,
Yeah.
even if it's like an hour each day. Just sit back and think, you know.
Reflect and
Yeah.
just look at your routine, set your routine for yourself to get more better for yourself. I think that's what it is about finding our identity. Like, it's no pressure. Like, we don't have to choose anything. We can be just free soul and choose what we want to be.
No,
And
definitely.
I
Oh
think, yeah.
yeah. Wow, that was great. Like,
Yeah, I actually liked it. Yeah.
yeah, I really liked it too. So I hope you listeners really enjoyed this episode too. To wrap up, do you want to wrap up the episode? What's a final thing that you want to say to them?
Please don't be scared to say what you want to say and do what you want to do, because life goes so quickly that tomorrow you'll regret about yesterday. So don't make it a regret. Do it, and then later on, learn the lesson, and then you can improve it later. So I think that's what I want to say. Like,
Yeah.
that's all.
And to add on to that, you only live once. You know, there's
Yeah.
that saying, YOLO, it's true. And I think make yourself a priority because that's very, very
Yeah.
important. Don't forget about being kind to
Yeah.
yourself and
Respect yourself so that
yeah,
people will
definitely.
respect yourself automatically.
Yeah, and just, you deserve to be loved and you deserve to be treated nicely and all that stuff. So, yeah, do that to yourself, because you deserve it. And so, yeah.
And I do want to ask a question to
Yeah.
our audience. Like, just like think back, if you were, if your life was a flavor of ice cream, what would it be, and how does that flavor express your personality and identity? Just
Oh.
like, if when you're sitting back, just think about it. What flavor would your life be? And it is actually interesting question. So yeah,
Yeah, that is deep. So
yeah.
be sure to share it with us. We'd love to know. I don't know what mine would be. I think I said yeah.
Yeah,
What did I say? I don't even know what I
it
said.
was Oreo.
Oh, cookies and cream. Yeah, because I'm like, very basic. Like life is just like that. Yeah, nothing too thing.
Straightforward,
Yeah.
plain. But mine would be, you know what? Can you guess what mine would be,
What?
according to you?
I don't know.
I think mine, I don't know the flavor name, but I think we might have to make a new one. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think mine would be something spicy and sour and sweet at the same time.
Oh, we love that. That's so cute. But yeah, so I hope you guys answer Rubina's question to use, and then
I would really
hopefully,
love to read it.
yeah, so please respond back to us. But once again, thank you, Rubina, for
Thank you so
such
much
a
for
great
giving me this
episode.
opportunity. I really, really enjoyed it.
Stop it. But yeah, like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. If you have any other suggestions or topics that we should talk about, then please share it in the link in the description. Everything is there, our socials and all that. So until next time, take care and we'll see you then. Bye.
Bye.